Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. About 1 a.m., someone bashed the window out of my car, the back window, and the wind was blowing. And I thought, well, maybe a limb broke off the tree across the street, which I had already looked at that tree and thought that's not going to be a problem. And if it did fall, it wouldn't have fallen there. And so I've been cleaning glass. I called the Boise Police Department. I got the usual asshole treatment from the cop that arrived. It was a female. I guess they thought if they sent a female that I would accept the assholiness. I'm not accepting it. I don't take that crap from females either. It's not okay. And she acted like I wasn't supposed to be pissed off or angry or yelling or anything. I mean, what do they think is going to happen? I live in this car. I told them this area was dangerous. They would say things like, we'll park in a safer area. Where would that be, I would say? They don't know. A couple of them told me to go park by a hotel, in a hotel parking lot. I'm like, no, I know all of those things are going to result in them calling the police, or, if I park by houses, they're going to call the police. And it's not going to work. You have to park in an industrial area. And so there's a security camera on the building next to my car. So unless somebody used a laser or something, there should be a person there. I have video of a woman in a dollar store today who came in intentionally to harass me. She parked next to my car. After I arrived, she came in the store, hurriedly came into the store. I saw her come in. She didn't have a mask on. And I thought, well, I'm just going to go see if they have what I'm looking for, and then I'm going to take off. And she played this little game that they play with their mask off, where they wait at the end of the aisle behind, sort of back and behind. And then as I get to the end of the aisle, they quickly come around the corner. She did that. So that's how I knew she was a gang stalker. So I got video of her as she got in her car, because I went and talked to the employee and told him I was angry about that and I was leaving the store right then. And I told him I have immune system problems, and the people in this city can't behave, and they do this stuff intentionally. So she's driving away. I got video, and her license plate had 1G on it. That is Jim County, which is where Emmett is, which is where Ammon Bundy is, okay? And they come to Boise to cause problems. Then later on, I had a guy acting crazy, and he was just acting. I was just taking a video and cracking up and saying he needed Haldol and stuff. And then he came, and then I couldn't see where he was, and I took a window covering off. He kind of disappeared, and when I took the window covering off, he walked by and I saw him, and he's a serial stalker. I've seen him several times before. So I posted both of those videos, and that might be why they bashed the window out of my car. So it's probably domestic terrorists that did this, but they are the people that have been gang stalking me mostly for a long time. But there's also a drug ring involved, and there's also Boise police that have done a lot of stalking and harassment as well. And the Boise Police Department knows this area is very dangerous. I've told them over and over, and they have not really done much about it. There's a lot less people here. They've been harassing people. Some of the people needed to be harassed. One really interesting thing is that the guy that usually parks a little bit up for me is not here tonight. Isn't that interesting? Now, it could just be he's not here, and the person that did that took that opportunity of somebody not being here, thinking that would be the person that would hear it, or maybe look out of their car and see them as they ran away. But there's a van parked back here that I believe has someone in it, and then there's somebody over on the street as well in a van. So, but the wind's been blowing and making a lot of noise, so it could be that he just thought that the wind would obscure the noise. And so I've asked for a watch commander quite a while ago. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and nobody called me. no supervisor called me. Here's who called me. That cop that was here who told me that I had to answer her questions and that she was going to run my plate and all this crap. I'm like, why are you running my plate? Doesn't make any sense. And then she left. She just gives me the report number and leaves without asking me all these questions she said she was going to ask. Okay. So, this city needs a new police chief and it needs a new mayor. But, if we got a new mayor, it'd probably be a Republican. And it would be even worse. But I don't think they have any idea what they're doing. I really don't. But things were really screwed up under Beater, who I call the mafia boss. I just heard a noise down there. Somebody bash another window. So, I don't even know what to say anymore about the city, I've still got glass back there. I'm going to have to wait till it's light. I have MECFS. I needed to sleep because I finally got an appointment for a vaccine. Now I'm going to be up all night and probably all day and trying to figure out what to do about the broken window. I don't know if my insurance company will be able to. I don't know if there's any emergency window replacement or anything. And it's going to rain today. And I guess this is what makes Boise, Idaho, the most livable city in the country. How is a city livable when the landlords keep raising the rent as high as they do? They raise the rent the highest tier of any city in the country. How are people, working people and poor people and elderly people like me, who have health problems, who was run out of an apartment because the Boise Police Department, HUD, Idaho Housing Finance, which is a part of HUD, really, it's their nonprofit. They use nonprofits for everything so they can excusify that they're the problem, not them. All of these agencies that didn't do their job, and they were all informed about it, let a drug ring and a bunch of criminals run me out of an apartment to live in a car. And then you can't get the fucking police to do their job. And I have lots of documentation of that.